Hello, strangers. Welcome to Albert Reads the Hits. I am Albert Strange. And this is the Secrets Behind the Number Ones. Today we are in the 1960s with the seventh song of that decade. That's right, seventh song of 1960 of the 1960s. But before I get into that, I do want to take a moment to ask you to hit that subscribe button, the notification bell. When you do subscribe, do leave a comment in the comment section saying, I just subscribed, I'm a new subscriber, something along those lines. I will reply to you. I've had very good back and forth with the people that have done it. I look forward to doing it with you as well, trying to grow the channel. Anything that you can do in that regard, very much appreciated. Now, to the song. The seventh number one song of 1960 was by Connie Francis, and the song is called Everybody's Somebody's Fool. I suppose that's right? But the song was written by Howard Greenfield and Jack Keller. It was number one for 2 weeks in 1960, from June 27th until July 11th. And let's get right to it. Not a very long song, so we should be able to read through this pretty quick. Everybody's Somebody's Fool by Connie Francis. Seventh number one song of 1960. The tears I cried for you could fill an ocean, but you don't care how many tears I cry. And though you only led me on and hurt me, I couldn't bring myself to say goodbye. 'Cause everybody's somebody's fool. Everybody's somebody's plaything. There are no exceptions to the rule. Yes, everybody's somebody's fool. I told myself it's best that I forget you. Though I'm a fool, at least I know the score. Yes, yet darling, I'd be twice as blue without you. It hurts, but I'd come running back for more. 'Cause everybody's somebody's fool. Everybody's somebody's plaything. And there's no exceptions to the rule. Yes, everybody's somebody's fool. Someday, you'll find someone you really care for, and if her love should prove to be untrue, you'll know how much this heart of mine is breaking. You'll call for her the way you'll cry for her the way I cried for you. Yes, everybody's somebody's fool. Everybody's somebody's plaything. And there are no exceptions to the rule. Yet, yes, everybody's somebody's fool. Pretty straightforward song. Everybody's somebody's fool. The song, she's referring to herself in the song as being the fool. She was in a relationship, and it sounds like the guy was just using her, or didn't appreciate her, and then just left her. So, the tears I cried for you could fill an ocean, but I don't care how many tears I cry. And though you only led me on and hurt me, I couldn't bring myself to say goodbye. But then it ends on a kind of a revenge note. Someday you'll find someone you really care for, and if her love should prove to be untrue, you'll know how much this heart of mine is breaking. You'll cry for her the way I cried for you. So I don't know if she's almost like she's hoping that this happens to this guy, but who knows? I mean, everybody's been hurt in a relationship before, so I find it's best just to get over it, move on to the next one, right? But this song, again, was number one for 2 weeks. The first thing I noticed about it when I listened to it, because it was the first time I'd ever listened to it, it opens up with a pretty upbeat, like, organ introduction, and it really kind of struck me. It's like something you would hear at a baseball game or something like that, like almost like the cavalry charge, or take me out to the ball game. And then when I was reading about the song, there were a couple notes on it about how it had a very noticeable, or very what's the word? Just a remarkable opening or introduction with the organ. So I'm not the only one who thought that it was something that was just kind of noticeable with this organ introduction. The song was actually the B-side of another single that Connie Francis released, a song called Jealous. Jealous went to number 19 on the charts, but when they supplied the record to the radio stations, the DJs liked this song more than Jealous, so they would flip it and play this song, and it became a number one song. I mean, 2 weeks it's quite an accomplishment. One kind of funny note about this song is that she also recorded it as a German polka song in German. Uh, Die Liebe ist ein seltsames Spiel. Forgive my German. I don't know German, which translates to "Love is a strange game." The record company and the producers and everybody involved in the production of the German version told her not to do it. But she insisted, and she actually had a clause in her contract saying that she got to decide what she made and where it got released and things like that, which is very unusual for the 1960s for an artist to have that much control. And she stuck to it. She said, "This is a song that I feel strongly about this. I feel like there's a market for it, and an audience for it." So she recorded it, and people told her that it was going to be career suicide in Europe. That she would never have any success in Europe after this, because the English version of "Everybody's Somebody's Fool" that charted in Germany. I believe it was only like a top 30 or top 20 hit. It wasn't anything notable. But her German version, Die Liebe ist ein seltsames Spiel, or Love is a Strange Game, that was number one song in West Germany. So good for her for knowing her audience, knowing what kind of appeal she had. She wasn't a German speaker. She recorded lots of songs in Italian because she was Italian. With a name like Connie Francis, you wouldn't think it, but that was her kind of Anglo version of her name. I don't remember what exactly it was. It was like Constanza Francesco or something like that. But she changed it to Connie for her stage name. Rather, it was Connie Francis. And so she was number one song for 2 weeks in 1960. It was the seventh number one song. This is all I have for this one. There wasn't too much about it. I do recommend giving it a listen. I found it on YouTube. The video, which isn't the official video. It's not the Connie Francis Vivo or anything like that. But the video with the most views for the song had over 3 million views, or around 3 million views. I wrote 3 million, but I feel like it was 2.9. That's not important. So there's still an audience for it now, even 60 years after the fact. So good for Connie Francis. You had number one song. She has a couple more after this also. As I'm always asking, do like, share, subscribe, all the YouTube things. You can find me on social media on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok. And let's see, do tip your servers, your bartenders, your rideshare drivers, and your delivery drivers. They appreciate it. Give a couple dollars extra. I'll appreciate it. And if you've liked this one, I'm gonna post a couple of other videos right here from the 60s that I think you'll enjoy as well. So until next time, strangers, we'll be in the 70s next time with I believe another Jackson 5 song. So here we go. Until next time, strangers. Thanks again.